Succession unfortunately has come to an end, and all we can do now as orphans is look back on one of the greatest TV shows of all time and admire its brilliance. As a travel channel, I wanted to discuss the show's most exotic filming locations. Since Succession is set in the USA, I'll be skipping over American destinations such as New York City, California, and New Mexico. Since we're also not in the 0.01% that get to live the lavish lifestyle of the Roy family, I'll be giving you more affordable alternatives to each location, places that offer similar experiences without breaking the bank. Keep in mind there will be slight spoilers for the show, so if you haven't finished it yet, do yourself a favor, go watch it and return here. Let's dive in.
What the fuck?
In the beginning of season 2, Kendall goes to a ritzy rehab spot in Iceland, the land of fire and ice. A week before, the crew still had nowhere to shoot the scenes, and then the production designer remembered seeing that house in a Black Mirror episode. Luckily, it was still available. For a more affordable alternative to Iceland, you should definitely head to Finland, known as the happiest country in the world, and it's also 40% cheaper than Iceland. Finland offers breathtaking northern lights views, thousands of lakes, vast forests, and outdoor activities. Both countries have a strong Nordic influence and a reputation for safety and cleanliness. In Finland, you can also experience the midnight sun phenomena, providing 24 hours of sunlight in the summer months. And don't forget to check out the capital Helsinki, known for its innovative art, culture, and architecture, as well as underground dance parties.
L to the OG, dude be the OG, and he playin'.
In the season 2 finale, the Waystar gang plans a sacrifice due to a PR disaster in the cruises department.
Does Tom work?
They're aboard an 85-meter yacht which is sailing on the Adriatic Sea off the coast of Croatia. They filmed on the shores of Cavtat, Korčula, Miljet, and Šipan. I will be checking out Korčula Island this summer, so subscribe to the channel if you want to hear about it later.
What precisely are Greg Sprinkles?
Greg?
If you need an alternative to Croatia, you should definitely check out its next door neighbor Montenegro, which is actually 16% cheaper. Although they're probably the two most similar countries on the list, Montenegro is a glimpse into what Croatia was like 20 years ago, with much less tourism, especially considering the recent success of Game of Thrones, which was shot in Croatia. It has much of what makes Croatia popular, such as quaint historic towns, stunning beaches, impressive coastlines, rough mountain ranges, and a magnificent culinary scene. So experience the Balkan beauty with fewer tourists and save some money. I'll also be checking out Montenegro this summer. In the season 3 finale, Shiv, Kendall, and Roman go to their mother's wedding in Tuscany, Italy, for one of the classiest filming locations, featuring a 17th century villa and gardens in a town called Sovicili. Italy was used as a backdrop for many other locations, such as Lucas Madson's house in Villa La Casinella, just off the shores of Lake Como. Tom and Shiv have a pretty heated discussion in a tiny village called Bagno Vignoni, close to the city of Siena. And when Shiv has an unpleasant conversation with her mom at Caroline's bachelor party, they're in the town of Cortona in the Arezzo province. But to escape the crowds in Italy and preserve your hard-earned moolah, after all we're not in the Roy family, consider heading to Albania instead, where you're gonna save 30% of your budget. Both countries have a heavy Mediterranean influence in terms of climate, cuisine, and lifestyle. Lots of Albanians can also speak the Italian language if you want to practice it while you're there. Like Italy, Albania has a stunning coastline along the Adriatic and Ionian Seas, where you can check out charming little beach towns. Albania also has fascinating historical sites with influences from Greeks, Romans, and Ottomans. The Albanian Alps are also a worthy alternative to their Italian counterpart. Lastly, since there is less tourism in Albania, the people are much more likely to welcome you with open arms, as I was lucky enough to experience during my time in that breathtaking country. Brian Cox, the actor who plays Logan Roy, was born in Dundee, Scotland. The character visits his hometown in season 2 to celebrate his 50-year reign as head of Waystar Royco. Shiv and Tom's wedding was also shot in the United Kingdom at a place called Eastnor Castle in the town of Herefordshire, England. I think if you're seeking an alternative to the UK, you should definitely consider New Zealand. After all, you will be running into a lot of people from the UK, and the climate does resemble the western parts of Britain and Ireland. Although you can expect warmer weather in New Zealand, which is obviously a plus. The countries also share geographical similarities like rolling hills, lush countrysides, and stunning coastlines. And like in the UK, you can enjoy hiking, national parks, and scenic drives. If you compare the capitals, in general, London is 27% more expensive than Auckland. But of course, since New Zealand is right here on the edge of the world, you will probably spend a hefty amount getting there. But as someone that lived for 2 years in that country, I recommend it wholeheartedly. In episode 5 of season 4, we check in with the founder of Gojo, Lucas Madsen, at another one of his properties in Norway, with many of the scenes being shot at Uvid Landscape Hotel, which is a 7-hour drive from the capital Oslo and merges modern architecture with the natural world. A room at that hotel goes for between $430 to $750 per night. For a more budget-friendly option, you should explore the stunning region of Patagonia in the countries of Chile and Argentina. You will be saving 41% of your budget and immersing yourself in natural beauty, glaciers, and mountains. You can enjoy outdoor activities like hiking, trekking, kayaking, and wildlife watching. Patagonia also provides a sense of remoteness and tranquility away from the hustle and bustle of urban life. That sounds exactly like something Kendall needs right now. And in the series finale of Succession, the siblings fly over to their mom Caroline's place in the island nation of Barbados, where they end up going for a swim and anointing Kendall as their CEO and king. That beach is called Bathsheba, and since Barbados is pretty tiny, a drive there from the capital only takes about half an hour. But for a tropical beach experience at a much lower price, considering swapping Barbados for the Philippines. With over 7,000 islands, the Philippines offers sunshine, palm trees, turquoise waters, and warm hospitality. You'll also be saving a crazy amount of money since Barbados is 146% more expensive, making it the biggest difference on this list. Filipinos are known for their friendly nature, ensuring an awesome travel experience. And don't forget to have yourself a dry martini in honor of Rome and Jerry. Now it's time to break free from the Roy family's extravagant lifestyle and embrace more affordable nomadic living. So click here and let's talk about places in the world where you can live with under $1,000 a month. I'll see you over there in that video in 3, 2, 1.
Tom? Thank you for the chicken.